D is a dream which a man once had who followed in peace the footsteps of his dad. R is for rights and fair laws in our land which blacks and whites could understand. E is for equal chances for all in schools and colleges there be no wall. A is for Atlanta, his city of birth, he grew up to be a man of great worth. M is for Martin, whose last name was King, who believed in freedom about everything. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s dream was that his 4 little children would one day live in a nation where they would not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character.
I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today.
Thank you, Dr. King. Thank you very much, because now we're at the table. We just have to keep fighting for what we deserve. Thank you very much for all the support.
That one day, this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal.
So we all know that Dr. King was a great civil rights leader. He was a husband, he was a father, that he was, but he was also a pastor. He was a man of God.
Dr. King had a dream, but I have a vision. I have a vision that one day soon we will wake up and understand that the only way we can survive is if we help each other. Thank you.
Someone with a great insight on life once said, "You are put on this earth to achieve your greatest self." To live out your purpose and to do it courageously. What exactly does that mean? Well, it begins by having a vision. It begins by believing in all possibilities. It begins by awakening a simple dream. We all have a purpose. Find your purpose and remember, no matter how small, it can still make a difference.
This year, Mark, was historical. Since I'm one of the original members 33 years ago, this is the first time in history, in our history, that this parade has went down Manchester. To me, that's significant within itself.
So I will share a little story that I actually brought my little 6-year-old granddaughter to be with me because I wanted her to be part of this legacy. And so all these years, I've been on the council for over a decade, that we've always gone down Regent to Prairie and from Prairie to the Forum. By taking back our streets and going down a major boulevard gave us the proud recognition for the event of what it was called for, and that is a freedom walk. To be able to handle that march, to go all the way from Eucalyptus and Florence all the way to Manchester and Prairie, nearly a 2-mile march, and my 6-year-old granddaughter and I, hand in hand, and she understood the value of doing the march to say that we are in fact in unison as a community.
Dr. King has impacted my life in such a way that's much different than what the obvious is. Of course, the obvious is we shall overcome, and I have a dream, but really what has sparked in me is a fire from the spark that was ignited years ago. And I'm just reminded every day in my life, whenever I think of Dr. King, that you can't start a fire without a spark.
King did something for people that his legacy has gone further and further. And so my generation is as the generation, the first generation to be able to do the work after the generation he worked with. It's time for us to pick up the torch, make sure that we're pushing forward all the issues that are necessary for our community to be able to thrive. So that's not just looking at police brutality and what that looks like, or the education system, what that looks like, but also talking about food and health equity and making sure that we have access to healthy food, making sure that those of us in our community who may be food insecure have that security. So there's a lot of great work that we got to do, and here at SJLI, we're picking up that mantle and making those types of things happen.
A person that believed in his cause and was willing to step forward when others were at times cautioning him to take the easier road. But he didn't. He took the tough road, the road less traveled. And he did it because he believed that it was time for America to change. It was time for men and women of color to be able to have a chair at the table, to be able to sit at the table and engage in what's happening in their communities and the communities across the United States of America.
It's so symbolic for our youth to understand that the march means something, not because it's a parade that we're celebrating ourselves as a city, but because we are honoring what folks in the past did. When you really sit down to think about what the march meant back then, all we're doing is honoring it, and I'm proud that we're doing it here in Inglewood.
The struggle still continues today in 2015, so it's important that we recognize all that Dr. King has done, but not forget that it's still a whole lot of work to do. And as Stevie Wonder stated today, we shouldn't say we shall overcome, we should say we have overcome, and we have to continue to work hard.
I think Dr. King's legacy is something that touches all of us, regardless of your background, your socioeconomic status, your country of origin, what language you speak. The ideas of opportunity, equity, accountability, being the best person you can be, being the best neighbor you can be, being the best citizen you can be, is something that I think just resonates with all of us, and it's just as timely today as it was in his time.
Without Dr. King, a lot of these children wouldn't even be going to school together. So with that, I think they need a hero. They still need a hero that they can look towards to make them feel good about themselves. So it's extremely important for them to honor Dr. King every year.
He was a man that stood for all races. I honestly believe that they need to know history so that history does not repeat itself. And we've had so many problems right now in America with the police officers doing what they're doing. I think there needs to be change. So the children that are here in our schools need to continue that dream, continue the fight for equality for women, and for children of all races.
One person who has had a positive impact on all of our lives is Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., a man with a dream, a vision, and a purpose. I too have a dream, a vision, and a purpose. I have a dream that every boy and girl in this nation will not care about making fun of each other, but to build a bond so strong that no one can break it. I have a dream that every citizen in this nation will not care about the past, but live in the present and plan for the future. My friends, today, I have a dream.
We have overcome. We have overcome. We have overcome today. that we have overcome today. I love you and God bless you.